So this is the aunt of Rudy, uh, who was found that had been missing for 8 years, and nothing adds up at all in this case. Like it just none of it makes sense. It all falls back like the mother hid him for 8 years. That's how I'm looking at the case. Like the mother, either the mother did it or the mother knows who did it. That's the way I take this case. That's the way I look at it. But let's read. This is from the aunt. It says, update. It's him. It's our Ruby. He's been found and he's alive and in the hospital right now. So, this post happened right after it happened. So, Ruby and his mother refused to go to the hospital right after they found him. Yes, he ended up going to the hospital eventually for some reason, but at first they refused it. So, he will remain in the hospital for a while. Nikki and I, which I'm guessing Nikki is the mother, and I just literally left the hospital a few minutes ago after being there most of the evening and night. Why the fuck? And I'm trying not to be an asshole. Would you leave him there alone? You haven't seen him in 8 years, supposedly, right? You haven't seen him in 8 years? But you both left him. Yeah, that makes it seem like maybe you've seen him yesterday and the day before and every day for the last 8 years. Because you didn't have a problem leaving. I would have a severe problem leaving my kid after not seeing him for 8 years. Ruby is in pretty bad shape. He has cuts, soft tissue trauma, small holes opening and swelling on the soles of his feet, along with bruising, old and new cuts, scrapes on his body, old dry blood on his head and hair. He has a very, very dark complex, now almost unrecognizable. It's apparent that he's been through hell and abused. It broke our hearts to see him in this condition. Did it? You fucking left him. After supposedly not seeing him for 8 years? Yeah, it didn't break your heart that bad, did it? God only knows what he has endured during his time away from home. His experience, his expressions, that is in a lot of pain. He flinches if you try to touch him or hug him, thinking we are going to strike him. The doctor said that in normal conditions, what he has endured and gone through, he thinks his name is Julie Torres, and he's 14 now. The doctor said not to correct him, to just go with it for now until he can begin to receive further treatment to begin healing and recovery. It sounds like you're making up a fucking story. You guys are making up a story. You know you're gonna get caught because you know what happened. It's just what it seems like. Like it's all falling down to make it seem like these people know what happened to this kid, and now they're trying to make up some stories to get it off them, or people don't think it's them, so they gotta make up some stories. It's obviously he's been through hell and he's not our same Ruby anymore. He is very thin and frizzle. His hands and fingers are smaller than mine and Nikki's hands. He's not very verbal, aside from one or two words here and there. We hope he will begin to open up more and not feel that we are out to harm him. As the doctor said, he has to learn to trust again. It's going to take time, but with God Almighty, he will slowly begin the process of healing to help him get himself closer to who he was before, if at all possible. Like, sadly, it's probably his mother that he's scared of. We are looking into resources for him to get him to the help he needs to start his new journey he has ahead of him. It's going to be a very long road ahead of him, but with love and support. Love and support. You left him at the hospital within a day of finding him after him being gone for 8 years. Where's the love and support? Oh, I don't see it. I just don't fucking see it. It's truly a miracle that he's back home where he belongs. It seems like he's been at home where he's belonged for the last 8 years. That's what it seems like to me. Every little thing triggers him, so we have to be cautious around him. He does not remember much, but we know that it also to be accepted as well. I apologize for not giving any updates sooner, but the hospital has Rudy anonymously. They said it's for his protection and safety. We hope you understand. Mama Bear will not leave his side. She's assuring him that he's safe now through running on fumes. She won't leave his side, but she left his side. Are you guys starting to see that nothing in this case makes sense? These people are just running their pie holes. Please continue to keep our Rudy in your continued prayers. Thank you for your continued support. Let's please continue to pray for the rest of our missing children who are still out there. May they all come home as well. Well, it seems like this kid more and likely hasn't left his home in 8 years. That's just what it seems.